here at a very cold and wetter than expected Loch Leven for Loch Leven parkrun. I filmed the whole route before, so I'm not going to do that in this video. But I'm not going to be filming on the way around at all, because I've got my dad with me. He's slightly injured at the moment, which is unfortunate. So he's going to be filming me instead. I've got a rough idea of where he's going to be, just to get sort of a good view of me a couple of times, because it's a 2 and a bit lap course. Sort of one small loop, then 2 big loops. It's an interesting one. It doesn't have a huge amount of hill, but you're very rarely on a level surface. Usually you're going up or down, even if just by a little bit. And as we come up to the highest point of the route, it gets, well, running slowly doesn't feel very steep right now. But when you're going all out, trying to get as fast a time as possible, that last bit is brutal. But we do get a nice downhill towards the finish. Another interesting thing about the elevation on this route is that it starts about level with where it finishes, so you expect the same amount of uphill as downhill, which is what you get. But almost every kilometre, if you look at the net gain, it's pretty much nothing. It's usually plus or minus 1 metre difference, and that's it. So within each K, however far you go up, you go down by the same amount for the most part, which is quite interesting. My dad will be cheering me on probably while he's filming, and it might seem like he's been pretty intense if he's kind of properly shouting at me, but he knows that's what I like. I don't want a yay, well done, I want a faster! I want really intense, really loud, full on drill sergeant mode. It helps me go faster, so I won't complain. And I don't get recognised a lot. I've only been recognised probably twice from my videos, but still, if you ever happen to recognise me, if you're marshalling or something, and if you think, oh, I'm going to cheer him on, feel free to just let me have it. The louder, more aggressive, more intense it is, the faster I go, the more I like it. Even if I'm grimacing at the time, trust me, I'll thank you for it. That's my warm-up finished. We'll be starting soon. Not looking forward to taking this off, it's pretty cold.
good. Well done. Yeah, that's Sam coming up there, going up the hill now. Looks like he has got first place. This was the kid that struggled to run a mile 6 years ago. He was then doing camper down 5k at around about 30 minutes. Just shows what you can do with a bit of determination and lots of training. Come on Sam, let's push!
Right this way! Not do that way. Well done! Well done! Well done! Oh, I should be in the funnel.
That's fine, no, fine. You just keep it. You're the link between. You know, number one. That's fine. How could you see where to go? Your glasses are all still.
Oh, your barcode's on your watch.
High tech, fancy.
Yep, and the token. Excellent, stick it in. It was a number one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well done.
Thank you. But you're just saying it's a decent hill. Walking it, not that easy, but when you're running, you really feel it. Especially when you're 95% of the way through a 5k. It's tough having it that close to the end, but at least you get a downhill finish. But when I've been here before, there've been a few times where my watch has buzzed for 5k just before the line. So I was thinking, whatever my average says I am, I might be a little bit slower than that. But today, it buzzed as I crossed the line. And it popped up saying 1953. So somewhere around there. My main goal is to hopefully get another sub 20, so I'm happy with that. I ended up being first as well. Coming up this straight at the start, I could only really hear one set of footsteps behind me. He sounded pretty close. But then I gradually just ended up widening the gap a bit, but he wasn't far behind. And while it's pretty cold and drizzly, it's actually not too bad. This is pretty good for Loch Leven, because usually, because it's such a big open area, if it's windy, you've got absolutely no shelter. Whereas today, only a slight breeze, so that was fine. I remember I was here the morning after Storm Arwen a couple of years ago. Oh, that was rough. Horrible wind that day. Filming from here, seeing people going up might make you realise how steep it is. It's not that long. Well, the steep section isn't, but well, the thing is, ever since the far corner all the way down there, for all the way from there you're going up, very subtle for the most part, and only picks up towards the end. But that entire stretch is uphill. Good job folks, well done, almost there. That's the good stuff, almost there guys, well done.
What was your time?
1953 I think. Good job, folks. Well done. Almost there. The first K was pretty fast, I think about 3:44. And then the second was just, I think, 3:59. And then the fourth was a bit slower still, I think just over 4 minutes. But I think I hit 3K at 11:48. So as long as I was faster than 4:06 average for the last 2K, then I knew I could get a sub 20. I reached 4K at 15:50 and thought, right, I've got 4:10 for this last K. I still wasn't sure I'd manage it. I was fairly doubtful. It wasn't until I was almost at the end I looked down and saw 19:38 and went, oh, I can maybe get this. You'll probably see it in the video. Look at my watch and then speed up just towards the end. Good job, guys. Well done.
Yeah, it's quite right.
Good stuff. Well done. So I'm actually filming this section on Thursday. I never really filmed a good outro on Saturday and then had a busy day after that. But my overall time was 19:54, which I'm really happy with. Another sub 20, I'm always happy with that. At the time I was thinking my pacing wasn't great, and it kind of was. My first K was way faster than the rest, but the others were actually really quite close to each other. And I had to look back, so I remember when I got my PB at St Andrews, Loch Leven. I was at St Andrews the week before. When I got my PB at Loch Leven, that's what I had done as well. I ended up shooting way too fast in the first K, but 2, 3, 4 and 5 were all surprisingly consistent. So that's kind of what I did on Saturday there, just slower. But yeah, it's a nice route. I do like that one, especially when it's not really windy. And like I said, it was my dad that filmed this video, so thanks again. And his injury's getting better. He managed to run yesterday and he was fine. So we're going along there on Saturday again. He'll be running this time, his first time running at Loch Leven. My uncle's coming along with us as well, so that should be pretty fun. I don't think I'll get an overall PB, which is still sitting at 19:21, but I think I should be able to beat last week's time. That's my main goal. My usual midweek fast run is about 7.5K, and last week was 32:20 something, and then yesterday I ran it in, I think, 30:50, something like that. So I knocked about a minute and a half off in the space of a week. Granted, the wind wasn't as bad yesterday as it was last week, and I didn't have to stop for traffic either, so that was just luck. And I wore nicer shoes too. So there are a few things that'll help that be a faster run. But still, a minute and a half is a big chunk to knock off. So I'm hoping if I can knock a minute and a half off on that run, I should be able to knock something off on this run at least. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if I'll film it or not, because I'll probably end up being a little bit slower if I am focused on filming stuff. But that's my excuse anyway. But it is fun making these videos and watching them back and having a sort of a record of the day. So maybe, I'll see how I feel. I think that's everything to say for this video really. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I do quite like having that different perspective where it's someone else filming me rather than me filming the route, sort of at a point of view style, or filming myself and talking to the camera like an idiot. So yeah, a bit different. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and it's been good fun. Not sure if I'll film tomorrow, like I said. So it'll either be within the next week or so that the next video comes out, if I do film it, and if not, it'll be no idea when. But yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever that one's going to be regardless.